Praveen Chakravarthy, you used a term in an article you wrote after that, calling it the black swan moment. This was the 90-60 election. And for those who don't understand what the 90-60 election is, the BJP won 90% of the vote in 60% of the seats of this country. They dominated North and Western India, from Goa up to Jharkhand. That's how they won the election. It was the 90-60 election. If it was a T20 match, their strike rate with 31% of the vote, they actually got a majority. Therefore, if they actually now start going up to 34, 35%, and the mood of the nation shows the BJP vote is holding. Given the fact that the BJP vote is holding, how does the Congress or the opposition hope to overturn 2014?
See, Rajiv, you brought up the black swan example that I used, and essentially what that means is, I mean, what is the concept of a black swan? All swans are white, but there are some black swans which are very, very rare, and it's a rare event of spotting a black swan. This was by the mathematician Nassim Taleb. If we agree and admit and accept that 2014 was a black swan, that alone tells you 2019 is an open game. It was an open game on May 17, 2014 onwards. It was always an open game, and what you see playing out is simply that. The simple fact is the BJP and the NDA victory in 2014 was so extraordinarily dependent on a handful of Hindi and Hindi-speaking states that no party's victory in India's electoral history has been so dependent on this segment. They won 90% of all seats there. They won merely 10% of seats in the other states. So the 90 was going to go down. Will the 10 go up to compensate for the 90 was the big question. Subsequent state elections have confirmed that the 10% that they won is not going up, but the 90% is dropping.
Can I contest the idea of 2014 being a black swan election? And I contest it on this basis. If 2014 was a black swan election, which is that it doesn't happen often, there's only one black swan, it wouldn't have happened again in Uttar Pradesh in the assembly elections of 2017. If it happened in 2014, got repeated 3 years later in 2017 in the Uttar Pradesh elections, is it a black swan moment or is it the new normal?
No.
Who wants to answer?
I think you've misperceived black swan or misunderstood black swan. The black swan was the skew of their victory. It's not just the victory itself. The black swan event
extend
is not
that to Uttar
scale.
Pradesh assembly elections.
No. The black swan event is not the scale of the victory, but the victory that where you win 90% of seats in just 12 states, but you win merely 10% in the remaining 17 states. That is the black swan.
I agree with you with a small change that you see in our tracker, Rahul. We have been saying this for last 5 years now, that we are observing very clear and distinct pattern of split vote in India. That means every day when we are calling them and we are interviewing people all across India, we have one question in the last: if the assembly elections would have happened today, whom would you have voted for? And if you did Lok Sabha elections. And there is almost a 10% split in the national vote share, national perception, national way of people are saying. BJP's vote share in the perception or the intent to vote for BJP in assembly is 10% lower than the intent to vote for the BJP in the parliamentary election.